but the thing flipped. It went white. I looked at her and I'm like, Radha, are you here? Are you listening to me? Hello? Can we faster bring the thing back? Go home. We just need to go home now. It's very late. Oh my god, what did we get ourselves into? Everybody over there sweating, Like, what the shit did we just do? We can't send this demon back. I said, Radha, can we chant together to get the thing to go home? She wouldn't respond. No response at all.
I really don't feel good. I'm getting a vibe.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
That flat. Okay, so long time ago when I was a kid, we used to live in this apartment. Like, it was also near around town area. The building has been demolished. I mean, it was unblocked now, so they changed the whole outlook of it. But that place apparently, after I did the research, right, it was kind of like a so-called like a dirty place. It used to be like a cemetery or something long time ago. So, but I did have a few encounters in that block itself. The first one that really made an impression on me, I remember briefly when I was in school, primary school, and then as I was doing a business, nobody was talking. Suddenly from the frame of the door, right, there was like this thing that just went like that. Then I was like, then I shocked. No, I was like, what the hell was that? Then I was thinking, what was that? It doesn't look like human to me. To me, it did not really even look like human. I can remember it looked like brown color. I don't know if I've been watching too much Harry ghost movies at that point of time, but it was so real that I could remember it looked like it was brown in color. It didn't have hair or anything. It was a small thing. Then I just sat back at the toilet and I stoned there for quite a while. I was thinking, what the hell was that? Then I just brushed it off. But the whole day I was thinking about it. And for quite some time I think about it. Even until today, right? I'm thinking, what the hell was that? I mean, everyone in my house has hair. Everyone is not brown. But how come there's a brown thing that just popped out? It was so distinct that to me I'm thinking, was it an alien? I mean, back then, what more do I know? I was like, maybe it's an alien. I don't know. But I didn't want to try to think about it.
Where's this place again?
Actually, it was like near Shangri-La there. Like, it's near Upmore area. It's like that one whole stretch, one of the house. I won't tell exactly the space because maybe they kind of like hand over whatsoever. Okay. Have a thing. The other story I had, the exact same block. My cousins, we lived all in lived in the same block. So every day after school, do finish homework. We thought, today 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock, we just go downstairs. We go play badminton, play catching, whatever. That was really young at that point of time. The guards also tell us this place is a little bit dirty. This area is very dirty. What it is, he didn't want to tell us, but I know he always got say got kakak lah. Back then when I was young, of course I don't know what is kakak, but as soon as I grew up, because no one really talks about this kind of things, But back then as I grew up, people, kakak means, the sister with the long hair, white dress. I had never experienced the kakak thing, okay? But there's this one day, me and my cousin, we went down to I think it's like a free space, basically, sheltered free space, and then we were playing badminton. So we were playing. So I was here, I remember I was here extending, playing badminton, I was swiping the thing, and he was just opposite me. I just threw my racket on the floor. No, I just threw my racket on the floor because behind him, there was 2 windows there that is brown tinted, and I saw 2 red eyes. And at the window itself, behind the windows, actually, they put plants lah, so it's quite bushy. But I remember I saw 2 red eyes, and I saw something huge. That's why the other day I asked you what is a Mawa. It was huge. It was just, I don't know how to explain, but just imagine like a huge globe. It was just really, really huge. It was dark in color. It was just standing there. It was looking at us. And that's when I just dropped the thing. I say, Melvin, there is a monkey. But when young that time, after all this happened, right, I cannot remember. I don't know why would I say it's a monkey, but it really looked like a monkey to me because it's huge and I don't know if monkey had red eyes back then. I don't know. But I just dropped the racket. And I said, hey, Melvin, there's a monkey. Let's go and chase the monkey. Because from then, right, when the moment I said that, right, the thing ran. But you know, it just disappeared, but you just cannot see where it ran to. We literally play catching, you know, find around the whole block. We went to the rubbish chute area, we opened the rubbish chute. We went to the tennis court, tried to find it. We went to the car park, we tried to find it. But it was nowhere to be seen. And it was in broad daylight in the afternoon. But I remember distinctively, I saw those two red eyes there. Just the two red eyes, and then it just went poop like that. And I said, Melvin, let's catch the monkey. I still can remember exactly. I said, Melvin, let's go and catch the monkey. It was one day, after my grandmother died, my mom told me, hey, you know what, I think Amma came back. Because that was during that maybe, I think that's 7 days, that period. When I was home during lunch at the living room area, and then the aircon on. Then I asked the maid, you on the aircon? It's not off already? She said, yeah, off already. I said, no, but it's still on. She said, okay, then let's off it. So we off the aircon. And then back then, I had a small dog, but died already a long time ago already. He started howling, you know. Then I'm like, what would this dog be howling? But I never associated howling with ghosts, that kind of thing, because to me, like, I think sometimes when they howl, it's just a communication of something. But it was weird because he started howling, and as he was howling, the door creaked, and there was no wind. There was no wind at all. I hear the door creak, it went like that. Then I was like, okay, what could it be? I don't know. So then I was just thinking on the good side, like, maybe Amma come back, you know. Then in my heart, I just say, thank you, Amma, for visiting us, and, you know, we miss you. That's it. I mean, because I like to look at things at the positive side. Sometimes if something is negative, I also try to turn it around, make good use out of it, you know, that kind of thing. I don't want to scare myself, But I just say, oh yeah, thank you, Amma, you're here. I recognize you, okay? The pencil fairy story. You know, as kids, we were like very curious, right? I won't say kids, we were old enough to think for ourselves, basically. But that time, I was in Shatec. So I went to the hospitality school after my O-levels. Everyone was also in the oogly-boogly spiritual thing, right? So I said, hey, come now, we all go and try pencil fairy. So the pencil fairy is like a Ouija kind of thing. So you basically have a paper, ABC, 1, 2, 3 all the way, you know, and then yes, no, draw a circle, everybody holds a pen together. And because the time after school, we finished about 6 something. We found a table, we sat on the spot. I think there was like for 8 of us, because everybody all they had boyfriends, right? So all the plus ones, all that. I drew out the thing, and then we took the pen. So four of us held the pen. As we go, it arrived. And we asked questions, but this kind of thing is because you are opening a portal to, I think we are opening to a portal to the unknown. So whether it could be a good or a bad, you don't know. Sometimes it could be something that's bad, demonic, but it could disguise, like it could cover itself to maybe seem like an angel, but it might not be. But as we play along the game, it didn't make sense. You know, and we keep asking, hey, are you moving? But nobody was moving. And because when you're holding something very tightly, you can really see like you're clenching on it. But we checked each other's hands. Nobody was clenching onto the pen. We're just holding it like gently. So, and they said the one rule that you can never do is if the thing goes out of hand, right, do not let it go out of the paper. Always bring it back in. That's what they say. Even if it pushes very hard to get out, pull it back into the circle and force it back. So that day we asked things, and then, that spirit apparently said, oh yeah, he was an unborn child. And then we asked how old, you know, kids like ask stupid question, like how old are you? But the numbers that he gave us, right, was digits that you've never seen before, like 0, 0, then play funny numbers, like as if he lived in like the Ice Age period, you know. And it came to the point whereby we said, I think don't play already okay. So we asked the spirit nicely and said, we would like to end this conversation. Would it be okay if we send you, like, let you go off now, you know? And the thing went back to it, and the thing, right, from everybody holding a pen, the thing went just zoop all the way to no, you know? And we all over there, like, I was trying to keep myself calm and sane, because I really want to go home. I don't want to deal with this already, because it just didn't make sense, because I don't know if it's something demonic, you know. I was thinking maybe if you were nice or something, you'd be nice to answer and make sense in the question, or the questions that we asked you. Just went no, you know. I said, no, we need to go back. Is it okay if you just please go? just keep going back, no, and then it came to a point of time, the freaking thing just went nuts. I don't know who was playing punk there, but it didn't seem like everyone was playing punk, because everyone just looked like everybody's face turned white. 4 people play, 4 people have to stand back also. This girl next to me, her name was Radha. I don't think she minds me sharing this story because it happened to her. She sat next to me, and I look at her. I say, Radha, can we just stay together and let the thing go back? She's like, she just looked at me. She was just holding the thing like blur. I don't know if she acting or what at that point of time, but it didn't seem like she was acting lah. She just held the thing and she's like, suddenly her eyes turned white. Indians, their eyes quite big, right? But the thing flipped. It went white. I looked at her and I'm like, Radha, are you here? Are you listening to me? Hello? Can we faster bring the thing back? Go home. We just need to go home now. It's very late. She refused. And the next thing I know, she was grinding her teeth. She started, and you know when you bite chicken bone, the cartilage, you can hear the crack sound. She was biting and she doesn't do it on. And then after that, over there, I'm like, oh my God, what did we get ourselves into? Everybody over there sweating, Like, what the shit did we just do? We can't send this demon back. I said, Radha, can we chant together to get the thing to go home? She wouldn't respond. No response at all. Crap. Then I think. We all holding the pen and the thing was like trying to get out of the paper, and we were fighting back not to let the thing get out of the paper. If not, apparently it gets out of control, right? Then I thinking, my last resort was to call my godma, and I didn't want to call her because I didn't want to let her know that we were doing this kind of thing. Like, she'll probably scold me, right? So I called her and say, Ma, can you I'm having a tough time right now. I don't want to talk about it, but can you just help me read the scripture of the Nichiren Buddhism? Just help me read the whole thing all the way. So she kept asking, why? You know how to read? But I say, no, but I cannot think about it now. But can you just do it? Because I know your life force is higher. You can probably help me fight it. And then I on the speaker lah, put next to on the paper, and I said, we all chant together. Don't follow her, but just in our heart, just say, go back. So as she was chanting the whole scripture, we forced the thing back into the circle. And after she finished the scripture, right, everybody it just kind of, the force, you can feel like the force was no longer there already. And then we let go of the pen and we say, okay, never mind, we tear the paper, we throw. And back then, after that, my friend was okay. So before we left, I sat her down at one corner. I said, Radha, what the hell are you doing? What's wrong with you? And then she's like, and she looked very tired that day. She looked damn shaky. And I said, what happened to you? Can you tell me we asked you to help us push the thing back. You just refuse. You just don't want. Then she slowly opened up. After a while, when we were sitting down, she said, I felt weird because I can see you all are talking to me, but I don't know what the hell was going on. All I heard was trumpets. She heard trumpets. So what kind of trumpets? There's no trumpet, nobody playing instrument. So yeah, I don't know. But I can hear trumpets. I can't talk. I can see, but I cannot talk to y'all. So the Sydney one was quite interesting because my brother back then, when I was young, we always frequently visit Sydney because my brother studied uni there. And it was during probably I was still there maybe 1-2 months when I was a kid. So he had a dog, the same dog that was howling at my old house. He brought that dog back from Sydney to Singapore. There was one day I was sleeping, and then when I woke up in close, I find it weird because I never had that dog come. I can remember I was in the fetus position with my hand out like that, and the dog was sleeping on this arm. And then he was like whimpering, He was like, and then I could feel like a force, something at the entrance of our door. So his room layout was like a fat L shape. Here's the bed area, and then here's the TV, and then a long hallway out to the main entrance of that room. I cannot see, but I felt like a strong force that was blocking that way. I just felt like something is blocking, but what it is, I don't know. Suddenly feel the strong energy from something blocking the entrance of the room to walking towards the TV. And the dog also over there still whimpering. I don't know why. You know, I tried to pet him to sleep also, he was still whimpering. Definitely he wasn't in pain, but it was something quite unusual. So I take the blanket, I faster cover myself, you know. And I could feel the thing just come towards my side. It didn't do anything, but you know, it's so strong. You know that kind of thing. I mean, I don't have third eye or anything. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I was more receptive to all this kind of thing. But this one was just really very strong. It just walked there. Then it's like as if, I don't know if it's imagination or anything, but it was like as if the thing just stopped there and just looked at me. I was so scared, right? But I managed to fall asleep, thank God. The next day, when my mom woke up, she went to do breakfast. She called me, hey, come and eat breakfast. I refused to leave the bed. I just refused to leave the bed. Why? Because I don't know what was the thing that I felt last night. What the hell was this? But it just happened, you know. It took me quite some time, and then I was thinking to myself, oh my God, if it's still there, what am I going to do? Okay, never mind, she's calling me for breakfast. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, I'm going to jump out of the bed. So I did 1, 2, 3, I took out the blanket, I faster jumped, I ran to the kitchen. But obviously I didn't tell her, because young that time, adults, try not to scare you, they won't tell you what it is, but they'll probably think you sell, like, oh no, just brush it off, maybe it's your imagination. So to me, it felt like, no point telling my mom what I felt then. And because that point of time, I didn't know when I was young but they were looking for a house. But one day my god sister tell me, you know now why we were so in a hurry to move out? Because there was something living in that house. What it was, no one knows.
They all felt it as well.
They all felt it. And then my mother, no wonder after I think, and then my mother asked me one day, so it wasn't you that played the go toilet, never flush the toilet, on the basin tap water, never off? So it wasn't you? I said, I hardly I wake up at night to, you know, do business in the toilet, you know. She's like, yeah, because sometimes the tap water on and off by itself, I thought it was you. I said, no, it wasn't me. So then I link everything up back to that year, right? It came to the point whereby, oh, now it makes sense. Okay, so why they want to move so fast from that old apartment? He found a townhouse, so they were so in a hurry. And my mom, I also can remember at that time, they're like, okay, come, faster pack our bag. Can we? And I remember her telling, they had a conversation like, oh, when can we faster move to that house? So they must have known, but maybe because I was a kid, they didn't want to share the story with me, right? So I just left it as it is, lor. But after we moved to the new house, no more oogly boogly thing happened.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.